What is up, guys? MeatyLock here, and today we are back in action doing a tutorial. A lot of people have been asking me almost every single episode, how do you do custom levels? How do you do all the stuff you do in ARK? And I'm going to try to teach you and show you exactly how I do it. Normally, it's really hard to explain via like comments and text, like how you do everything. But I had to look up and figure out everything myself. And these are some resources I found. I didn't actually use these when I was trying to figure out how to do everything, but these are some good resources. I'm going to show you guys how to use everything. Actually, let's say you want to use my exact settings on my thing. So if you want to get to 900 levels, you want to have custom stats and all that stuff, you'll go to any one of my videos. In the description, you'll scroll down. You'll see I have mygame.ini and my game user settings.ini. So you can click on both of these things right here. You'll see it goes to mega.nz. So what you need to do is download through your browser. I've had people say it doesn't actually work, but just hit download through your browser. Don't hit any of this other stuff because I think it tries to make you sign up or install things. I'm not exactly sure. Just hit download through the browser. So we have the game INI. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to hit keep. You want to hit keep of the file right there. It'll show up a little warning right there. Be warned, if you don't hit that, then the file is not going to work. But just go into your downloads or wherever you download stuff, and there we go. We have the game INI. Now, you're going to, once you get this, you're going to have to open it up. It's going to be a Word text document like this. You can open this up in, if you have Notepad++, you can just open it with Notepad++ or whatever you use. It doesn't really matter. I suggest Notepad++ because it kind of makes the formatting and stuff a little bit better. So yeah, there we go. So pretty much, let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Now, if you want to have the custom levels and stuff, you're going to need this line right here. Now, this actually goes up to level 900. So as you can see, this actually scrolls across really far. So you'll just take these two lines, and then you'll scroll all the way over, and then you'll copy and paste it into your game INI. Now, you'll also need engram points, and that's what these guys are. Now, I just made these engram points at the top of my head. I just went through and manually inputted values, and I'll show you how to do it automatically here in a minute. But I did this for all 900 levels. I just kind of copy and pasted and that kind of stuff. So these are your engram points for all 900 levels. Now you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you will copy and paste this and stick this at the bottom of your game.ini file. Now, if you don't know where your game.ini file is located, I will show you, but the thing is this will be a little bit different from probably what you have. Now, normally, Steve is installed in the on the C drive. On your local disk here, and you'll go into Program Files or Program Files x86. I currently have mine in this right here. This is my external hard drive that I store all my games on. So let's just go ahead. We're going to go into Steam Games. So you'll find your Steam, and then you'll see Steam Apps. You go into Steam Apps, Common. You'll go into ARK, and then you'll go into Shooter Game, and then Save, Config, Windows No Editor, and then you'll see game.ini right here, then Game User Settings. You're going to need both of these right here. Also, if you want to know how to do custom stats, that's this right here. This is the custom stats I have. I'll show you how to do this here in a second, but you'll just copy and paste this into your game INI as well. Now, if you want to actually go to your game user settings, your game user settings is useful because certain mods have settings. For example, like corrected structures here. If you want to do city in the sky where all your things can float, you'll do city in the sky true. Now, if you want to find out where this is, you can go to a mod. Like, let's see here. This is Jones Dragon God mod. You'll come down to the bottom, and it'll have settings right here. So you'll copy and paste this right here. You'll copy it, right-click copy, and then you'll paste this in your game user settings, and then you can change this. Now, this is the respawn timer. This is 900 seconds. Number of wild spawns, I have mine set to 4. So what that means is there's going to be 4 of every type of creature that Dragon God actually adds. Jones Dragon God mod. Or Joanne. I think I have my respawn timer set on 60 seconds, and this is if you want to disable or enable certain creatures. So no Dragon Godling, you would set this to 1 if you don't want a Drago Godling. No Blackheart Godling, you set this to 1, that kind of stuff. Corrected Structures has the same thing, so if you come in here, you'll see that this is here right there. There we go. Inventory items, disable pickup, and city in the sky. If you want floating structures, you'll copy this into your game user settings.ini, and you'll change city in the sky to true, and you'll just copy this at the bottom or whatever, just like I have here. Let's just go ahead and look at this real quick. Just like I have here. I have corrected structures right here, and then I have Jones Dragon God mod. As you see, 60-second respawner time, and then 4 of every creature at once. So yeah, that's exactly how that works. So, okay, so I kind of taught you guys how to do this basically, right? Now, if you want to do custom levels and that kind of stuff, I'm going to link something. Now, I found this right here. I've never used this before, but it does seem to work. I'll link this right here. So what you'll do is you'll go to this link. I'll have linked in the description. You'll click on Google Drive file, and then you'll come to this window right here, and you'll hit download. Now, once you download it, you'll have something, you'll be able to double-click the jar, and this will pop up. Now, you'll want to do max level 900 or whatever level if you want. If you want to do 500, and then let's see, these are engrams a level, so you want to do engrams up to level 500, and then you hit update values, and then you'll write experience, and then this will be all of the experience you need. So you'll copy and paste this in your game INI, and this will be levels for up to level 500. As you see, level 499 right there. And to get to 499, it requires 5.5622 million experience, and then you'll write engrams, and this will be your engram points all the way up to level 5. Actually, this looks like it's broken. Yeah, this actually looks like it's broken. That's really strange. So this is giving 500 engram points every level. Oh, this is engrams level. Okay, let's just what happens if I do 2 and then okay, so it looks like you're still going to have to do custom engrams because doing 2 per level is just going to give you 2 engrams per level. So the way you do that is this very first line right here is actually your first level. So this is level 1, this would be level 2, this would be level 3, 4, 5. The easiest way I do it is I do like 2, 2, 2, 2, and then I'll do like 4, 4, 4, 4, then 8, 8, 8, 8, and then, you know, like 20, 20, 20, 20, and then 30, 30, 30, 30. And then eventually, once you get up to like level 100, I just start doing like 100 engram points for the next, 400 levels or whatever. So yeah, that's how you do it. Now, if you don't feel like doing this, I have all of this stuff in my game INI file for you guys. So yeah, that's how you do that. Now, if you want to know how to do other things, like if you want to, I found this website, by the way, and it seems to be pretty good. So if you want to know how to do like a character and DINO custom stats and stuff, I'm pretty sure, let's see. Okay, so what you need to do is if you want to do custom stats per level, kind of like me, I think I do like 10 weight per level or something, you'll come to this right here. It's the per level stats multiplier. And this is for players, tame dinos, and wild dinos. So right here is per level stats multiplier tool. This is per level. So let's say I wanted to get 5 times the amount of health per level. You hit 5 right there, 2 times stamina, like whatever else you want to do. Let's just say 20 times weight. Every time you level up, let's just say 5 times speed. And then for tame dinos, so this is for the dinos you tame, every time you level up and do the thing, let's say we want 10 times health. I mean, that's kind of a little bit ridiculous. Let's say we want 10 times weight, and let's say we want, 5 times speed. Sure. So, and then this is for wild dinos. Now, if you want your wild dinos to have more stats, like if you want to make them tougher to fight or anything like that, let's say we want 100 times health for wild dinos. That's a little bit ridiculous. Let's say we want them to be extremely fast, have a lot of weight, so maybe they'll have more weight whenever you tame them, so we'll do 10 times weight. Now, what you need to do is just click I'm not a robot, generate code. Okay, so you have to wait for this to continue doing its thing. But yeah, there you go. It's going to do all the things you need to do. Now, this is going to go into your game.ini file, and it's going to have all the custom things. So, if you want to do this manually, you can just copy mine, and then there's a list somewhere that shows like what the individual stats are. It goes, I think the way it goes is the first one's going to be health, then stamina, then torpidity, then oxygen, food, then water, then temperature, and weight. Something like that. I could be wrong. And then, yeah, this is dino tamed, and this is wild. So there you go. And you just copy that in the game INI. So that's how I do everything pretty much. It's a lot of game INI changes and stuff like that. Now, I do have all my settings, or at least most of my settings down in mine. And then also, like I said, certain mods do have things like this you have to copy in the game user settings.ini and that kind of thing. Now, if you want to do actual custom stats, if you're playing on a server, you might want to have higher like taming, multiplier, and that kind of stuff. Now, all that stuff actually goes in the game user settings. If you're playing on a single player at the very beginning when you host a local game, all that stuff, it has like a nice little GUI for you. You can adjust the sliders and stuff like that. But on a server, it'll be in the server settings, unless you have a panel on your server, because the panel, you can actually adjust all that kind of stuff with sliders too. We have a panel on our server that we set up on our Dedi box, so yeah, we can do all this stuff with sliders and everything. Looks really nice. So, yeah, the difficulty offset, I don't change that. Annunaki Genesis with difficulty offset 1 makes the difficulty 15, so that means wild dinos can spawn up to level 600. You don't have to change anything for that. XP multiplier, this is on 10 right here. I think ours on the server is like 5 or something. Taming speed multiplier is 20. Harvest amount is 5. And then there's actually more than this right here, but here's like player character water drain, player character food drain multiplier, and these are lower numbers, so I would get food 80% less, or whatever. It'd be 20% of what the normal vanilla values are. Resources respawn period, this is how fast resources can spawn, like stone and metal and things like that. So I think you guys kind of get the basic idea. This one website I showed you guys, this right here, has all of this information. I'll link this down. It's called arksurvivalvolve.gamewalkthrough-universe.com. It'll have all this information. So you'll just go into like customization tools, and you can do like a custom harvest amount and spoiling time, custom character and dino levels, custom harvest amount, custom character and dino stats, taming configuration, in-game configuration per level stats multiplier tool, and all that kind of stuff. This has everything you guys need, and just kind of like go through it and try to figure things out, and I think you guys will do all right. Hopefully, I don't really do tutorial videos, so it's kind of hard for me. I've never really done this before, so hopefully you understand. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Help me out tremendously, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, so one thing I actually forgot to mention is how to spawn in Annunaki creatures and that kind of stuff. A lot of people ask me questions on how to spawn it, where to find all the mod items, that kind of stuff. Now, if you're actually looking for a specific mod, all you need to do really is just go to Google here. Let's go ahead and scroll up, actually right here, and we'll just say, let's just do Steam Annunaki Genesis, like that. And then this will pop up, Steam Workshop Annunaki Genesis. You can also just type in Annunaki Genesis or Annunaki Genesis mod and that kind of stuff. We'll click on this guy, and as you see, I've typed in Joanne's Dragon God mod. We'll just go ahead and click this Steam Workshop, and there we go. We have this. Now, the spawn codes is in different places for different mods, but if you want to know corrected structures or just anything really, it's going to be on their Steam page, because people pretty much demand it. And every Steam mod I've ever seen has this. So for Annunaki Genesis, you just scroll down, you'll see spawn IDs right here, and then item IDs. This is also Dino Tame info. Now for this spawn IDs is actually for all the creatures in the game in Annunaki Genesis. So, for example, let's say we want to spawn in a Dodorex. What you'll do is, for the normal, if you want a random level Dodorex, you'll just copy and paste this code. Don't get the quotation marks. Then let's just go ahead. We'll pretend we're an ARK right now. So to use this code, you'll just type in cheat summon. Space that. You'll hit enter, and that'll be the code you use. Now, if you want a custom leveled creature, so let's just go ahead and come back here. We'll go ahead and copy paste this. You actually need the quotation marks for this. You'll come into ARK and type this in. You'll type in cheat space spawn dino space this code right here. Now let's just go ahead and type in a level. You'll say, let's say you want a level 600 one, and you press enter, and you're going to have a level 600 Annunaki Dodorex spawn. It has all the codes for all the creatures, which is pretty cool. Weapons and armor works the same way. So, for example, I want Warden boots. I'll just copy and paste that code right there. And then you'll come down here. You'll do a cheat space, give item space the code. There we go. Now, this is the number of items. So if I type 5 here, it's going to give me 5 Warden boots. This is useful for things like, I don't know, if you want to spawn in anything that needs multiple items. And then this right here is the rarity value. So 1 will be common, and then you can go up to like 5 or whatever. And if you do 5, it'll be kind of like celestial. You can type in like 7, and it'll be celestial. 2 might be like rare or journeyman or something. You'll kind of have to experiment with that, because it gives you random things every time. But that's how you get different quality items. That's pretty much how that works. Now, if you want to do, this is for Annunaki, now that is just for Annunaki Genesis. For Joanne's Dragon God mod, as you see, actually, no, they have click here for spawn codes. Okay. Normally, a lot of actual mods have, you'll click discussions right here, and in discussions, it'll have something like this, admin cheat commands and engram overrides, and they'll have like tutorials about how to do all this custom stuff. So that's how you do that. But we'll come back here. We'll just go ahead and click here for spawn codes, and it'll open a thing. So this is all the different codes. So this is the normal one in case you want a random level. This is a very specific level one, and this actually has the cheat spawn dino for you, unlike Annunaki Genesis or whatever. So you actually can just copy and paste this directly and just type in the number you want right here. 120 is the level right there. So yeah, that's exactly how that works. Now, if you want to do normal vanilla creatures, I'll link something down below called admin server commands. This is actually going to have all the normal commands you can do in ARK. So like cheat fly, cheat walk, cheat teleport, cheat slow-mo. So that's how you slow down or speed up time. Cheat players only, so that's how you pause the game and dinosaurs don't move and things like that. Cheat ghost, you can actually spectate and go through everything, which is crazy. Cheat force tame, cheat give to me, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, this has all this stuff, but if you want it in like a PDF format, you'll just come right here to admin pack 157, and this will actually tell you this is up to game version 240, and it's 6.4 megabytes. It'll say, notice you are leaving Steam. You'll click continue to external site. You'll hit download, and it'll just download like that, and that'll be wherever you download stuff. So for me, this will be right here. ARK admin pack, you'll just right click, you'll hit whatever you have. I use 7-zip. You can have WinZip or whatever. 7-zip is free and it's pretty easy. You just go 7-zip, you'll extract to ARK admin pack. I already have a copy, so I just hit yes to override everything. It'll come up as a folder right here. You'll just go inside of this guy, and this is going to have everything you need. So you'll go into lists like ARK creature lists. This is going to have, normal argents, normal dimorphs, and all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and exit out of this. Well, this is item class name. This will have cheat give item. If you want to have ammo advanced bullet, you'll just replace one right there for however many bullets you want. Stuff like that. Map locations. And this just pretty much has everything you need. So these are the coordinates to different map locations and stuff like that. And this is server customization. It has like an ARK XP and engram points guide, which is pretty cool. This is game and game user settings if you want to do custom engram points and stuff like that in this pack. So this pretty much is another resource to kind of teach you and show you how to do everything. Anyways, I just want to briefly cover that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you understand, and I will see you guys in the next one.